Hey friends, tonight I want to do the video of pros and cons of having kids. Now, it's 10:15 right now at night and I'm barely getting done with my day. That is a huge huge con for me. Kids take up so much time. I don't have time to do everything throughout the day that I need to get done. So I end up spending lots of time in the evening catching up, doing laundry, dishes, sweeping, mopping, house projects, cleaning the bathroom. The list goes on forever. So I think that's like a definite con of having kids is they take up so much time. You don't have time to do other things throughout the day, so you end up spending time that you would spend on yourself catching up. So that is a huge con for me. A big pro is they're always making us laugh. My husband and I will go on dates to have a break, and we end up talking about the kids the whole time, or most of the time. And we kind of miss them. Like, we go through videos or pictures, and I'm like, we're on a date. Like, we'll see them in 2 minutes or like an hour. So a big pro is we love them and we miss them. A con is you're responsible for not only yourself anymore, but you're responsible for however many kids you have. Right now I have 3 little ones, 5 and under, and it gets crazy. I feel like I'm constantly getting them milk cups or snacks or putting on coats or shoes or taking them potty. I think my hands will never heal from the amount of time I wash them, because I'm not only washing them for myself to get ready or use the restroom or whatever, but I'm doing triple the times of dishes and triple the time of bathroom trips to make sure everything is, all their hands are washed and my hands are washed and diaper changes. So my hands are constantly beat up because of the amount of work you have to do with the kids. So that's a huge, the con in general is kids equal work, but the amount of work you put into the kids equal reward. So that's a pro. So anything that you put a lot of work into, which can be con if you work a ton, ends up being a pro. Another pro for me is that it's really rewarding to teach your kids the things you've learned. I love, they ask us all kinds of questions. That's a fun game we do in the car, is we ask different questions about what we see and what we have thought about throughout the week, and we'll find the answers to them. And we just learn lots as a family, and we're always having so much fun, and it just makes me smile all the time to think of their questions and having them connect things. A con is you get a lot of sleepless nights. My kids have been awful sleepers from the get-go, and it might just be how I sleep train or don't sleep train, but I often get maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep when I should be getting a lot more. So that is a huge con for me. I think that's my biggest con, is the lack of sleep. Money is another con, is kids cost a ton of money. I guess you can choose how much money they cost, because you don't have to pay for college. They can. You don't have to set aside college funds like a lot of people do. Or you don't have to buy name brand clothing. You can go thrift shopping like I love. But again, they still do cost money to feed and to clothe and schooling and all that stuff. So that's a con. A pro for me is probably, as well, as they get older, like my little 5-year-old the other day, I was a little emotional and I was crying on the couch, and she comes up and she's like, "Can I just pray for you and give you a hug?" And it just like melted my heart. So they are like your best friends if you treat them like you're their best friend. You can't just expect them to love you if you don't love them in return. So lots of pros and cons. There's so many more pros and cons on our website, as well as in the article that I wrote about the pros and cons of having kids. As well as there's an article, the pros and cons of having more than one kid, or more than one child. Check that one out as well. I will post both in the link description below. Yeah, subscribe to our channel, as well as check out our blog. There's so many cool articles, and we love to hear back from other people what their pros and cons are. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.